Stick around after the video for two very special announcements.
Hi there, I'm Mike, and this is our Wyoming life.
When I told Erin that I was going to be doing an episode called Shit Happens, the first thing she said was, "You aren't going to be vulgar and disgusting, are you?" "Of course not," was my reply, emphasizing that the entire episode would be tastefully done and very educational as well as entertaining. But in reality, no cow wants to take a crap on camera. I've followed these cows around for days and nothing, not a toot. Well, actually, you know what? No. You know, this has become like my holy grail. Every day I would go out and drive around the cows, and a quarter of a mile away I'd see a tail go up, I'd zoom over there, and I'd be too late. Anyway, I'm done. Needless to say, a lot of raising cattle revolves around their manure. Every cow poops, and they poop and pee a lot. An Angus cow will make over 65 pounds of manure in one day, and they pee around 3.5 gallons per day. But who cares, right? Well, I kind of have to, because besides calves, manure is the most valuable thing my cows produce. In addition, you can tell a lot about a cow's well-being and health from their manure. In fact, you can even identify some ailments. On top of that, it can be a hazard. Cows can trip or roll their ankles on frozen cow pies, and when calves are born in a dirty pasture, their umbilical cords actually suck up bacteria from the ground, and it can make them very sick, or possibly even dead. So we need to get it out of the field before we start having baby calves. Luckily for us, the weather has been nice for the last week. Most of the snow has melted, and the pies are thawed, ready for the picking. 100 years ago, I imagine my grandfather used these tools to deal with manure. Now, we work not by the shovel, but by the horsepower. Sure, a shovel works for a corral or a stall, but when you're dealing with acres, you need to get bigger, and that's what we do. Using these tractors and implements, we will scoop the manure and put it into windrows, which is basically just a really long pile. Then we can decide if it's going to be manure we save for the gardens or manure that we're going to spread over hay fields to help fertilize the soil. Each tool or implement has its job to do. This is a cart harrow. It's pulled behind a tractor and it's used to bust up cow pies, turning them into about 1 million pieces. It's 36 feet wide and it makes the job go fast. This cart harrow is used in areas where there just isn't enough manure to spend the time or the fuel to pick it up and save it. We also have a smaller version called a drag harrow that does the same thing. We just drag it behind the gator, and it allows us to get into tighter spaces or up along fence lines. But we do need to save as much of the manure as we can. So we use the bobcat, and we lightly shave the ground and pile it up. This is done in areas where cows tend to congregate, and just like in politics, it's where the poop piles up. We're also trying out a new implement this year for gathering manure. It's called a box blade, and I borrowed it from a neighbor of mine. It should work pretty well for cleaning out some of our bigger barns. After we gather the manure, then we can transfer it to another pile where it's going to be allowed to age. Manure is a prime source of nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus. But fresh cow manure is also rich in bacteria and pathogens like E. coli and salmonella. So we age any manure that's going to be used in the gardens and we compost it so the heat from the composting kills any of the bad stuff and leaves us with the good stuff. Plus, composting gets rid of the smell, so yay. Manure that we scoop up that we've decided isn't suitable for the garden, maybe it came out of an area that has a lot of rocks mixed up with it or something like that, we spread it over our hay fields using this, a manure spreader. This is a pretty fancy one, as manure spreaders go. It has a push bar that moves the manure through the box towards the paddles, which turn and fling the crap out like two monkeys fighting at the zoo. It's not pretty, but it gets the job done. We load it by tractor, and it holds a lot of poo. We take it to where we want to spread it, and we fire it up. Who says monkeys have all the fun? As far as poo goes, that's my day-to-day. Rinse and repeat. We still need to tackle our big cow shed. It's 100 feet long, 40 feet wide, and needs some attention. But it's still a little bit too wet for the melting snow, and the last thing we want to do is get stuck in there. So thanks for joining me today. It's not always glamorous, pretty, or even clean, but these jobs need done, and I'm the one to do them. If we don't clean up these heavily used areas of pasture, we could end up with sick or injured cows and calves, and we don't need that. We are the stewards of the land and the animals, and out here it's our responsibility to take care of both, no matter how much it stinks. I promised a couple of announcements after the video, and here they are. Starting this week, we will have a new series debuting on our channel. It's a series of shorts called the 8-Second Ride. Basically, they are 8 seconds of cute, funny, or interesting something from around here. Just long enough to get your fix without your boss catching you, so keep an eye out for those. Also, next Sunday, the 26th of February, we have been invited to take part in an AMA on Reddit. AMA stands for Ask Me Anything, and Aaron and I will be answering questions live starting at noon Eastern and going all day until the questions run out. We will be posting another video that morning with a link in the description, and if you don't have a Reddit account, don't worry about it. They're super easy to sign up for, and you can even become a member of our subreddit there as well. Go to reddit.com, and on that subreddit we post exclusive content that you can't find anywhere else, so it's pretty cool. As always, thanks for watching and subscribing, and as spring gets closer, you can expect more cool stuff. We are looking forward to calving. We're going to watch and even help calves being born. We're going to learn how to evaluate and medicate fresh calves and give them the best possible start to life. So that's coming up soon. We're very excited to have you join us in our Wyoming life.